This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. The blades come squeaking to a halt. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the... What you have in your hand is a truly hideous thick tie.
There is nothing. Ever. Never. Never, ever, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes.
An awareness creeps up on you.
Ex-love. Do you really?
You wouldn't like...
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball you can't even make out. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources. It's just as...
Somewhere in the soul, like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. Annoyed. A fiery streak penetrates your skull.
Somehow, you know what it is. You hear a jingle. It says, this fan has two chain pulls. The blades come squeaking to a halt. You swoop up and what you have in your hand is a truly hideous thing. window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window, a fine web of scarring covers the back of your right, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too like the green shoe that's on the Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now a cool wind gushes in. A mirror, hot water sprays. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that really, or recollect as you slowly abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Don't be scared. It's only your face. A mirror hangs on the wall, covered in steam. As you slowly abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. A mirror hangs on the wall. As you abort, you clearly have not thought this. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to— Please stop. It's horrible. You're scary. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like, what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You are correct. It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from things were good. It was smooth for Revachol. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West. Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice, some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you. window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but there they both are, like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises, her eyes are brown and
No.
the young woman shakes her head.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been here for 3 days. On official police. Couldn't say.
You have no doubt about the drinking, but do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
It's 51. Yeah?
Those words tell me something else. Feel like something you've said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Yes.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. There was I couldn't say. It's a, yeah.
Oh, that.
Oh, were huge. I don't know. A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music. Okay. Glad to have been of assistance.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care. Still no answer. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.